What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, 24 Bums. Let's get right into the video. No need to waste time. No need to yap your head off. You know to subscribe to this channel. And if you're already subscribed to this channel and you're not subscribed to the main channel, go subscribe to the main channel. If you're subscribed to both channels, you're a G. Make sure you subscribe to both channels. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. And yeah, let's get right into the fucking video. If you're live in the chat, doing well, doing good, put a 1. If you're feeling bad, feeling good, feeling bad, feeling sad, feeling upset, put a 2. If you don't care, you just living, put a 3. Let's get into it.
You have 47 apps on your phone, a streaming service with 10,000
47 fucking apps.
things to watch, a podcast for every topic that has ever existed, and somehow you still get bored. So here's a question nobody thinks to ask.
Hey, this guy's mic is absolute shit.
Humans do when they were
6'9",
bored. Not medieval humans,
6'7",
not ancient Romans, not even ancient Egyptians.
This nigga's mic is absolute dog shit. Holy shit.
Going back further than that, 100,000 years, 200,000 years, back when there was no writing, no art, no music, no language as we know it, just people, sitting there, with nothing to do. The answer changes everything we think we know about creativity, religion, and why your brain works the way it does.
Exactly.
First, did boredom even exist back then? This is actually a serious scientific debate.
For a long time. My thing is, nigga, when I'm bored now, I just scroll TikTok. What did I do? What did I used to do when I was bored when I was younger? I don't remember. I really don't know. So, nigga, if I was born in the 70s, 80s, 60s, 40s, well, I'll probably be a slave, to be honest, or executed, because, like, I'm half white and half black, so I think I'll probably get executed, or maybe even put in the house. Who knows? But the point is, don't get drunk back-to-back days, y'all, bro. Do not get drunk back-to-back days. That shit fuck you up. Where was I at? Nigga, I'll be overly bored in the 1800s, 1700s, 1600s, 1500s. Anytime before 2010s, nigga. I'm glad I was born in 06.
Researchers assumed our earliest ancestors were too busy surviving to get bored. Every waking hour was hunting, foraging, building shelter. There was no downtime. But that assumption turned out to be wrong. Very wrong. In 1966, anthropologist Marshall Salins published a paper that flipped everything. He had spent years...
Hey, I'm gonna grab some water. Don't worry, I'm gonna edit this out. When I come out the door to go out to get some pasta.
Studying the Kung San people of the Kalahari Desert, one of the last groups on Earth still living something close to the original human lifestyle. What he found was this. They worked, on average, about 15 to 20 hours per week. That's it. Not per day, per week. The rest of the time, they rested, they talked, they sat, they did nothing in particular. Salins called them the original affluent society. Not because they had stuff, because they had time. More free time than most modern humans ever get. So the question isn't whether ancient humans got bored. The question is what happened when they did. Let's start with the obvious one. They played. This sounds simple. It isn't. In 2010, archaeologist Francesco De Rico and his team studied a collection of shells found at a site in South Africa called Blombos Cave. The shells were 75,000 years old. They had holes drilled through them, and they were coated in red ochre. These weren't tools. They weren't weapons. They weren't food. They were beads. Someone had sat down 75,000 years ago, with nothing better to do, and made themselves jewelry. That's the oldest known art object in human history, and it started...
Bro, I cannot sit there and just make jewelry, bro. Yo, my nigga Lou, I tried to call you back the other day, my nigga. Hey, I'm gonna call you tomorrow, bro. You gotta answer the phone, my nigga. Call you tomorrow, bro. I can get it around like 2 o'clock, bro. Gotta call you, my nigga. Catch up, bro. I was just out there, bro. I told you in Carolina and shit. I'm gonna come back as soon as I get me a whip. I get my new whip and shit. I'm tired driving a little Nissan, motherfucker. I'm trying to go Tessie. But you know me. Be bullshitting master. We're gonna get something soon. We gotta catch it. We gonna catch up soon, bruh. Facts. We gotta meet up soon. We gotta go somewhere soon, bruh. Facts. Real
Bordem.
shit.
But here's what's really interesting. Making those beads would have taken hours, maybe days. Drilling through a shell with a stone tool, without electricity, without metal, without patience built by a lifetime of entertainment. That is a long afternoon. And they did it anyway, because the alternative was staring at the wall of a cave. Necessity didn't invent art, boredom did. The same pattern shows up in music. In 2008, researchers excavating a cave in southern Germany found a flute. It was made from the bone of a vulture.
Wow. So they've been making music for 75,000 years?
5 finger
Over
holes.
100,000
years? It was 40,000
years?
years old. Someone, 40,000 years ago, before agriculture, before cities, before any civilization we would recognize, sat down and invented music. Not
That's
because
crazy.
they had to, because they had a free afternoon.
So shout out to all my rapper buddies, bro. You're able to make music because of boredom.
And a bird bone. And it turns out music is what the brain does when it has nothing else to process. Neuroscientist Daniel Levitin, who studies the origins of music, argues that musical ability is older than language. Our brains were wired for rhythm and melody before we could form complex sentences.
Wow.
Because rhythm is pattern recognition, and pattern recognition kept us alive. But boredom didn't just invent art and music. It invented something far more powerful. It invented imagination. Think about this. You cannot be bored without a concept of time. To be bored, you have to know that this moment is lasting too long, that something else could be happening, that the future exists and it could be better than right now. Boredom is, in a very real sense, the first sign that a brain has developed the ability to imagine things that don't exist yet. Animals don't get bored the way humans do. A dog waiting for its owner isn't bored. It's just waiting. It doesn't have a concept of what else it could be.
Oh shit, bro! Bro. I wonder what my Lizard 5, bro. If y'all a constant viewer of me or you know me in real life, y'all know my Lizard 5. I wonder what it's like for him to wait for me, bro. Cause that nigga love me, bro. Every time he's at the cage, we'll run around my room, run around the house. He runs to me. He cuddles up to me. He buries his nose in me. He just crawls on me. That's my nigga, bro. Real shit. So my question is, what is it with him wait? How does he wait for me? You feel me? Y'all wonder? Hey, that's a real question. That's a real question, bro.
Doing. But a human sitting in a cave 100,000 years ago, staring at the fire, nothing to do, starts to think. What if the hunt goes wrong tomorrow? What if that sound outside is a predator? What's beyond that mountain? Where do we go when we die? Every question religion has ever asked. Every question philosophy has ever asked. Every question science is still trying to answer. All of them started the same way. Someone was bored, and their mind started wandering. In 2013, psychologist Sandy Mann published research showing that boredom significantly increases creative output. She had people perform the most boring tasks she could devise, copying numbers from a phone book, and then tested their creativity immediately afterward. The bored group dramatically outperformed everyone else, because boredom forces the brain to generate its own stimulation, and the brain, when left to its own devices, is extraordinary. But there's one more thing ancient humans did when they were bored.
Wow! Bitch, that's T. Bitch, that's T. Bitch, that's T. No cap. Hold on. So a nigga like me that's always bored, always in the house, unemployed, bored, geeked up, watching his phone, doing nothing, bored. So you're telling me the best time to be creative is when I'm bored? I'll be able to make better videos, more ideas. It's all just gonna be because I'm being more creative and more bored. That is crazy. That is crazy. Let's get back to the video.
And it's the one that mattered most. They talked. Not about hunting, not about food, not about logistics. They told stories. Anthropologist Robin Dunbar, the The same researcher who discovered that human social groups naturally cap at around 150 people spent years studying what humans talk about when they're not talking about anything important. His finding? Roughly 65% of all human conversation is social gossip. Who did what?
Gossip? 65% of talking is gossip. I know y'all niggas be pillow talking to the hoes, bruh. Don't even cap to me. How many of y'all niggas in the chat pillow talk to the hoes, bruh? Out of all 7 of y'all, 6 of y'all in the the Twitch side, however many there is, my view counts off. Last time I checked, it was about 6. I don't know how many it is now. All y'all in TikTok, 2 of y'all, 3 of y'all. How many of y'all pillow talk to the hoes? I need out of all 10 of y'all combined, I know at least one of y'all do.
Who said what? What happened to someone you both know? This sounds like a waste of time. It wasn't. Dunbar argues that language itself evolved not for practical communication, but for social bonding. Before language, primates bonded by grooming each other, physically. But grooming takes time. It's one-to-one. You can only groom one friend at a time. Language replaced grooming.
No. That's where they came up with trains. That's a dirty joke.
Now you could bond with 3 people at once. 10. A whole group around a fire. You could tell a story about someone who wasn't even there. You could build trust with people you'd never touched. Language, and therefore human civilization, didn't emerge because we needed to coordinate hunts. It emerged because we were sitting around with nothing to do, and we started talking about each other. Boredom invented gossip, and gossip invented society. So here's where we've ended up. 75,000 years ago, someone bored in a cave made a bead.
So racism came from boredom? Cause somebody gossip was like, that nigga
40,000 years ago, someone bored in a different cave made a flute, and somewhere in between, people sitting around.
Bro, my guy, Grand Khalifa. Did you make this name off Mia? Besides the point. Bro, upgrade your mic, bro. I'll send you one myself, my nigga. This one was like fucking $30 from Walmart, bro. And I had it for a year and a half. Nah, I ain't been on YouTube that long. I've been on YouTube a year. I've been on YouTube in a year, for about a year, and I have about 2K subs. I say a year and 3 months. I had this for a year and 3 months. And I still sound perfectly fine. Perfectly good. Pick you up one of these, my brother. Get off the fucking whatever that is. That shit is ass. Great video though. Grand / Mia Khalifa.
Fires with nothing to do started asking questions no one had answers to. About death, about the sky, about why things are the way they are. And some of those questions became religion. Some of them became science. Some of them became art. Some of them became you, lying awake at 2 a.m. with your phone on your chest, thinking about nothing in particular. Here's the part nobody talks about.
That's one of my favorite ways to go to sleep, just laying there thinking. Like, lately I ain't even been watching my phone to go to sleep, because that's what I used to normally do. Just let my phone lay there, just go to sleep, and just really let my phone play, close my eyes, just go to sleep, nothing, bored. But I didn't get dreams that way. So now I put my phone away, just lay there, and now I get more dreams. The phone really fucks up your dreams. Don't go to sleep with your phone in your hand or near your body. It's going to take away your dreams, bro.
There's a term for what happens when you eliminate boredom completely. They call it cognitive overload. When every moment is stimulated, the brain never gets the chance to do what it was built to do in the quiet moments. Process, consolidate, create. The default mode network, the part of your brain that activates when you're doing nothing, is the same network responsible for creativity, self-reflection, and empathy. It only turns on when you're bored. We spent 300,000 years learning to fill silence with something.
Bro, I'm sorry. This is my last time pausing. Last pause. Nigga, that is so true. You know when you argue with your like friend or something, or you argue with somebody you care about, you don't give a fuck a whole day until like you damn get in that one moment and you bored. You like, damn, I low-key feel bad, or you be like, damn, I should have said this instead of this. Damn, that's low-key right though, bruh. No cap.
Something meaningful. Then we
That
invented
was
the
the last
smartphone,
pause, by the way.
and we've been filling silence ever since. But every time you put the phone down and sit with nothing for a moment, every time your mind starts to wander and you let it, you're doing the same thing the person in the cave was doing, the same thing that made the bead, the same thing that made the flute, the same thing that looked up at the stars and started asking why. Boredom didn't hold ancient humans back. It's what made them human, and it might be doing the same thing for you, if you let it.
Wow.
Secrets of the Great Pyramid.
Wow, that's a great video. Shout out to Mia Grand Khalifa. Shout out to you, bro. That's a beautiful video. Great video. Great fucking video.